Oh boy, when I tell you I did not expect this result, this game was insane. Let's talk about it. Bro, Kyle McCord had 5 interceptions, y'all. 5 interceptions. Don't even talk about the yardage. They dominated time of possession this one, 41 to like 18. This man had 3 picks within the first 9 minutes of the game. 3. Let's take a deeper look. I mean, Hayes Foster said it best. Through 2 quarters, Pittsburgh had 4 interceptions, 3 pick 6s. 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 pick 6s? My Lord. Woof. Hey, I said it in the onslaught. I said I didn't think this was gonna happen, but I said if Pittsburgh's gonna have a chance to win this game, the defense got to be ready to go. They're gonna want to throw this football, and they threw it. Syracuse threw that ball. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna have to be ready for that and the dynamic weapons. But I did not expect that secondary and that defense to play like that. They were outstanding. Forced turnover on downs, 2 sacks, 4 TFLs. Didn't allow a single point. It was 31-0 at that half. 31-0. Woo! My goodness, man. Hey, might be the craziest defensive sideline I've seen in a long time. And with that, we got to give credit what credit is due. We not even going with the quarterbacks. I talk about the quarterbacks. We talking about that Pittsburgh defense. Man, they was out there looking like the Steelers. The Steelers in that dynamic defense. That's what they look like tonight. The Steelers. I mean, come on, man. We got to get some love to my boy, Rasheem Biles. He had a pick in this game. He looked good. Pick 6 for him. 12 tackles on the night. 7 solos. A sack, 2 in the TFL. Hey, absolutely dominate this game. Got to give some love to Kyle Lewis, too. He dominated. He did his thing. 6 tackles, 3 solos, and a pick 6. Come on, man. He's out there balling, man. Got to give some love to Jordan Bass, too. 5 tackles, 4 solos. Also had 1.5 tackles for loss. And last but not least, Braylon Lovelace, only 2 tackles on the night, but had that pick 6 too, weaving through traffic to get there for the touchdown, man. Those get my game balls. They were absolutely fantastic. And the crazy part is, like, you love games like that for your quarterback. Now, first off, we got to figure out if Eli Holstein is good. He had an injury late in that game, which I didn't understand. They was up late. Gotta pull him, man. Gotta pull him out, man. This is your redshirt freshman. You want him to stay healthy. You want him to be good. Don't put the man in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? But he still did his thing, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. And, I mean, that's what you want. Now, the QB is not great, 34.2, but only had 4 incompletions, no interceptions, nothing like that. Hey, that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. Play good, complimentary football. Defense basically, cooked for you. You know what I'm saying? Held that Kyle McCord Syracuse attack down, forced him to 5 interceptions, 3 pick 6s we talked about. He's managing the game. That's what you want out of a freshman quarterback. Let him go into his zone, and eventually he's going to be taking over games. He managed the game well. Desmond Reed had 47 yards on the night, 4.3 yards per carry. Good night for him. You know what I'm saying? Again, defense dominated. All you got to worry about the offense being good. Now, we talked about Pittsburgh. Shout out to them. First time 7-0 since 1982, man. So let's give credit where credit is due, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh, man. They look like the real deal this year. Got some more big-time contests coming up. They defended the home turf. And like I said, that defense looked like the Steelers. But let's talk about Syracuse and Kyle McCord and where they go from here. So, again, their struggles has been the run game. All right? Now, LaQuint Allen came in 449 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. He had 15 carries, and I think he got it a lot tonight. 32 yards, but only 2.1 yards a carry. Their next guy, Dan Villari, 2 carries for 4 yards. It looked like a tight end number right there. Yasin Willis, 3 carries, 2 yards. They got to get the run game going. I'm not saying Kyle McCord can't throw it, but he should not be throwing the ball 64 times. That is insane. I know he had to pick 6s and everything, but they got to slow the game down a little bit, man. Let him get more in the rhythm and comfortable. When he threw the first one and then he had that second one, you should have changed the game plan for sure. I wouldn't have been throwing it as much through the air. Get us some simple reads in there, some shallow crosses, some hitch routes, some digs, easy throws, get it out of his hands pretty quickly. But you got to give credit also to their pass rush. Pass rush in this one was cooking as well for Pittsburgh, and they made him feel uncomfortable and rattled. And that's what you wanted. That was the key to this game. Pressure on Kyle McCord and make him feel uncomfortable. And low-key, Pittsburgh might have gave other teams the blueprint in ACC of what to do against this Fran Brown offensive attack with Kyle McCord. So, got to run the ball more. If you're Syracuse, got to make him feel more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and get him in the rhythm early. Now, I ain't saying he can't throw, but definitely took some points down as far as being one of the top ACC quarterbacks. Can't have that kind of a performance. But I think he's still in that conversation. But they showed that a pretty good defense can do their thing. And obviously, you can see 29 carries for only 6 yards. That really helps Pittsburgh. When we talked about the onslaught coming into this game, we talked about Pittsburgh's run defense, 3 yards per carry. They show why they're one of the top ones in the country. Only 0.2 yards per carry. Absolutely insane statistic when you think about it. So, yeah, man, that's my thoughts, man. That's my live reaction to a big win for the Pittsburgh Panthers, man. Like I said, look like the Steelers out there. And they did their thing, man. Shout out to Rasheem Biles. He did his thing in that one as well, man. Shout out to Kyle Lewis. And obviously, Braylon Lovelace. They had the 3 pick sixes on the night, man. Exceptional performance from Pittsburgh. They're going to play up against SMU, another ranked matchup. Or I should say a ranked matchup. Should be a good one. Somebody's going to take an L in that one next week. Somebody's going to have their college football playoff hopes potentially done in that one as well, and the ACC potential championship hopes as well. Should be a good one, man. But that's my reaction. Pittsburgh wins. Dominant defensive effort, one of the best ones we've seen in the country so far this year.